Hello, welcome to Scion, but not just Scion. Scion God, the pinnacle, the apex, what everything is building up to. I have a great group of people today. We have an exciting story, but because it's their story, as always, we're going to start out with them. So I'm going to have them introduce themselves, their pronouns, tell us who they're playing, and anything in particular they may or may not want to promote. And let's start with Aiden.
Hi, I'm kira858. I'm playing Aiden. I think we will reveal a bit more when the story takes place. But my pronouns are they, them. Aiden is he, him, and that's me.
Nice. Um, let's jump over to Johnny Cathonic.
All right. My name's JoshuaDoetsch, he, him, and I'll be playing Johnny Thonic tonight. He is a bit of he's a hulking heavy metal himbo turned musical psychopomp of the dead. His giant arms can pull souls into the afterlife or give incredibly good hugs.
Gotta love a good death hug. It's amazing. If you've been watching since Origin, you have seen this one grow from an itty bitty tattooist to the god of tattooing, Jacob.
Hello, I'm ZacRulz, he, him. I can be found on the Bird app and other various places on social media as at ZacRulz. It probably says it below my face somewhere down here. If you go to a social media and it's not me, if it's somebody named ZacRulz, try ZacRulz Dice because ZacRulz beat me to there. And yes, I'm playing Jacob now that shows the god of tattooing.
Beautiful. And certainly not least, he who has been doing the social media in game and out, Miles.
Hi, I'm Crow. He, it. Also playing Miles. He, it. Technically, we're basically the gods of technology. Oof. We're playing similar roles. Just getting eccentric. Okay. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at BlankCrow with Blank Slate. You can find us all over the interwebs as Blank Slate, but also as KorvisKrow. And that's about it on our end.
Beautiful. So like I always say, and I always start, Scion is a game where teenagers steal their parents' cars, say Bloody Mary 3 times in the side view mirror, only to have Bloody Mary appear in front of them because the legends react to the humans, humanity reacts to legends. And so now teenagers have been saying Bloody Mary while doing donuts in an attempt that like no matter where she is, they can avoid her. It is always this back and forth. But that is human issues. That is worldly issues. We are no longer doing worldly things. We are doing divine level things. And we're going to start out with Johnny Thonic. You are having dinner with your mom. She's pretty stern on this, like once a month. Yeah. She's tense, but like once a month, we're having a family dinner. She's not going to talk to you. That's not what she does. She allows you to talk.
Hey, Mom. How's the death business?
Good.
Did you hear my latest song? My avatar played it. It mentioned you.
I know.
Right. Johnny sits for some long ass awkward silences because him and his mom they're not at odds. He's not at odds with Hel, the formidable, cold, terrifying goddess of death of the Norse pantheon, but he is a much, despite his macabre trappings, he's a much cushier guy. So they don't know what to make of each other often.
And like the love and care is there, hence the like you will be here once a month for family dinner, but like there's still we're figuring out how we can communicate. But today is odd. Today she asked you a question longer than 2 words. Has Shango arrived yet?
Has he?
No, not that you know of.
Okay. I don't believe so.
When he does, please let me know. I'm supposed to be meeting with him today.
I will.
And then she gets up and begins to walk away.
Johnny lets out a sigh of relief. He loves his mom.
Of course, yeah.
She's terrifying.
It's just really tense. Family dinner is over. What will you do now as you are existing right now in her divine realm, but can quite easily go to yours?
Johnny's gonna tour it a bit. It's this strange endless manor house in the terrifying realms of the dead, and the decor, the strange phenomena that go on there. It's good fuel for his music. So he's looking around before heading back to his cozier realm of the dead.
Yes, your realm that seems to be more about like comforting the dead. And in fact, like you and your mom have almost gotten to this thing where you are that initial intake, getting them like, yes, you are dead. It's fine. Everything will be okay. And then they go on to her and she decides the next phases.
Right. Yeah. I help them get their footing because it's pretty traumatic.
Yeah. And so you tour for a bit and you are what amount to a god of death, but you are still not terrified, just a little unnerved as you walk through, but you're getting more used to it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, some of it's really cool. Like it's
like you say, it is so fuel for your.
It's metal. Yeah,
it is fuel for your music. By the way, who do you play where do you practice? Because there are not many divines who are willing to listen to your music.
That's true. Well, in his cozy realm of the dead, but where would be a good? Trying to think of where would be a good place to pick up potential lower tier gods that might be like, yeah, I want to check this out. Or if his mom is ever able to get him gigs as far as just dealing with other pantheons, if he's ever comes out to give a message or something, he'll try and turn it into a gig.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, she fairly consistently asks you to deliver messages, but once you start playing, you are quickly asked to stop.
I do note that my supernatural electronic stand-up bass does remind gods of their mortality when they hear it, and many gods probably don't want to hear that noise.
Yeah, no, it's been a long time since they felt that, and that's not something they want to necessarily feel again. So you return to your divine realm. Switching over to Aiden, where are you right now?
So Aiden is in the middle of the forest. Aiden is around 5'3". For those who are aware, kind of has a similar hoodie that you will see off of Assassin's Creed. You actually could just buy it off of Google for $19.99. So it's white with blue underlayings in it. Has loose pants, medium brown skin complexion, and C3 curls that kind of curl down underneath the hood. Has loose blue jeans and those fantastic red and white Miles Morales Jordans. As they make their way through the forest, they're kind of trying to perform a particular task of survival. He knows this is another test that Artemis has for him, as they're trying to capture this white elk that's supposed to be of a grandiose design that supposedly tastes delicious and is going to be a fantastic offering for their upcoming family gathering. And so he's doing his best to appease his sister in this very, very unique and difficult non-concrete jungle.
I see. So you walk up and it takes you a while and you find the white elk. How would you like to capture it, subdue it?
He thinks about how Artemis normally will perform the hunt.
Mm-hmm.
He knows if he tries to use other methods that doesn't really appease her, it might not go over well. So he's going to pull out a bow and arrow. from afar because he knows this should feel comfortable for.
Right.
He's going to aim and blast right at the elk.
So you pull the bow and arrow and you pull back, and it is spooked by something, and it runs away.
Crap. What? How?
Sitting behind you, it's a very familiar face.
Is it big? Is it large?
Large, very face. You might know him as Ares, and he is speaking with a loudness that can only come from someone who wants everything in the force to know he's here. What you doing here? Huh? You got a little toy here? And he's like playing with your bow and arrow. Like, what's this?
It's mine. What, did you have to do that? I mean, I'm trying to. You saw what I was trying to do, right? And
yeah, you were trying and failing. Look, let the real warriors do the warring stuff.
So, okay. How about this? Let's do a wager. You and I together, we both will attempt to hunt this elk. If I bring down this elk, you have to come to our next family gathering, say that I did it, and you have to pretend that you're happy to be there.
I do like a good wager. And what do I get when? Notice I say when, because when I win, what do I get? I have an idea.
Uh-oh. Okay, sure. What's up?
And I feel like I'm kind. I am generous. How about you give me one of your titles?
What?
Yeah.
I went at a 5. You jumped to a 15?
You know what? You're right. I have a better idea. Let's see. How about I get to go to Tusa, that place you used to live before you came here. There was somebody you were pretty fond of there, right?
How did you find out about this? Who told you this?
People talk here. What can I say?
I see. Okay, game on. I am down for this. Artemis, you see this? He's looking around to see if Artemis is yeah. And he's like, he's gonna look back up at Ares and says, all right, on 3. 1, 2,
and he's gone.
Yeah, we wanted to say. We wanted the same thing happen.
We will return to the forests in a bit. Jacob, where are you right now? What is your divine realm looking? Or are you not in your divine realm? Are you in someone else's divine realm?
So Jacob's in his divine realm, and he's like, yeah, he's a god. Like, why are any of the worshippers recognizing the god of tattooing? They're going to specific gods within the pantheon, or they're going to a general place of worship, but not for him directly. So he's kind of watching over, looking for the right person, looking out to see which mortal would be the best fit from the followers for him to be like, yeah, this is the one that needs to be the one to pump my name up.
So you open up your vision, your awareness to the world. And like you say, it is hard to find someone who is like worshiping the god of tattoo. There's one person though. One person who you would deem to be the best person. They know you. They've seen you. They were a big fan of your work way before you were a god. They go by the name of Dustin.
Oh, I knew I picked the right one.
They have a shop. They have taken over your old shop on Oahu.
Oh, good. How's the shop doing?
It is now world renowned. He can't really even go into the shop. He has to do one of those things where like people schedule him and he just like randomly shows up on a random Tuesday in May because like people like swarm him. But he doesn't talk. He just walks in. He doesn't even ask you what tattoo you want. He tells you what tattoo you want, and it's always perfect.
Such a fine young man. So I'm going to kind of give him a gift of inspiration, so that the next couple tattoos that he creates represent the new god of tattooing.
Gotcha. And so he doesn't ask what people want. He doesn't even really know himself. He just lets the tattoo speak for itself. And with your gift for inspiration, he is able to create these beautiful, lavish tattoos that act as a tribute to the god of tattooing, as well as spread your word, spread your name.
And he has probably at some point throughout his rise and being involved with tattooing throughout the process, ran into one or two journalists who he may have in the tattoo industry that he may have saved. So he's going to kind of tap into them to get them to do a piece on the series that Dustin is doing in the honor of the god of tattooing.
Nice. So without anyone really being aware of what's happening, Dustin's tattoo take on this ethereal nature. And specifically these two journalists make their way to Oahu. And even though Dustin is such a recluse, are able to meet up and start doing this like journal piece so that your name spreads far and wide. The god of tattooing is here. Miles, I'm assuming you're in your divine realm.
Yes.
Now you're muted.
Now I'm muted. Okay. I'm in my divine realm. I think Angie or probably Paul have been messing with my mics. I'm trying to listen to. I can't remember my bandmate's new mixtape. I can't remember his name.
Well, Johnny Sonic.
Oh, that's right. It was Johnny, right? You sure it was Johnny?
I don't know. Aiden has some music too, right? Like, yeah, it was probably Johnny. Let's say it was Johnny.
Okay, one of them with the mixtape.
And as you're like figuring out who the mixtape is, you hear it very familiar, and then the door just opens.
He doesn't say anything. He just lifts his finger and like the door swings open.
Your divine parent. Ooh, the power relation has shifted, as you are now divine as well, but that parental relationship is still the same. Walks in. You know about tic tacs, yeah? You could do the tic tacs or the tactics, yeah.
Tactics for what? Are you going to war with someone?
I mean, always, but like that, not the thing where you does. He like gives you the phone, doesn't even finish talking, like that.
Did you break your phone again?
I tried to use the TikTok, but it don't let you. You have to sign up for something. I just need to use it.
Why are they burned? Okay.
Because I didn't want to listen. That's why.
It's a phone. It's a phone. It's not gonna. Okay. Oh, TikTok. Wait.
That's what I said. TikTok.
Right. Why are you on TikTok?
Oh, you know your friend, the one who do the scary music or whatever. His mother amigo, meet. We're gonna chat about some stuff, but I need to do the TikTok for something or something.
All right. Okay. You know what? Now you're gonna question it. Now you're gonna question it. Okay. First of all, you got to download the app.
For why?
What do you mean for why?
But what? It's like I don't see this, and he begins a speech you've heard countless times. This is why I don't use the technology. See, this is why.
This is why. Not because you just burned down your whole phone.
I got about 50 in the back. It's fine.
50. Do they even work? Did you charge them?
You have to charge them.
Hey, are you
thought
not
just
the god of like thunder, fire, or something? You know batteries have power. Power.
I know, but like, look. The point is, I need to use the thing to talk to hell.
Okay.
I admit I may have been wrong. I didn't know you had to charge them. I thought they were on some batteries and then you just get a new one.
The what? Okay. All right.
You see people who were like walking with Shango, like they're in the back and they are like chuckling to themselves, but like trying as hard as hell to like stifle that chuckle because like we don't.
Okay, I got you. I'll make you the TikTok. Also, by the way, and he just points to the two in the back. Do you two work for me?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Go ahead and clock out for me, baby.
Yeah. Thank
Go
you.
ahead and clock out for me, baby.
Just looks of like dread.
Wait a minute, wait. You're gonna go meet Johnny. Wait, you're gonna meet his mother for what?
Oh yeah, you didn't tell me. Everybody afraid of she too, and so like we've been bonding over how everybody afraid of us for no reason.
You're bonding over emotional abuse?
No, don't start that. Do not
Don't start what?
She ain't do nothing. She tell me her story. She ain't do nothing.
She ain't do nothing. All right. Just like you ain't do nothing.
What I do? Except wage the war that need to be waged.
Also, why are you telling people you Shango when you Ugon?
That's an error on my fault. I was trying to think where like people think it don't matter. Fine.
Oh, he gonna fight you for that one. But you know what? Neither one of you doing anything wrong. None of you doing nothing wrong. Okay.
If you could get me on the.
It's already done. You got a whole profile. You even have your first TikTok video. Got 1 million views. Here you go.
See? Thank you.
Not another thing. I'm not helping you with nothing else. You better go call Carlos down the way. Him and his 5 kids can help you. They're all on TikTok.
Okay. I will call them if I need help. Unless I really need help. In which case, I will call you. And he leaves. And Ogun leaves.
He's going to get on the group chat. Let me see. Are they still on connected?
They are. While you're looking for the group chat, something catches your attention. In general, gods are on TikTok. Not all are as bad as Ogun. Like, they have like varying amounts of like tech savviness, but they only make up about 10% of the like videos there in general. Because like even though they are gods, like other celebrities that can be seen, and so like depending on the time of year, yada yada yada, gods like vary somewhere between like 5 to 15%, average of 10. About 30% of the videos are referencing gods right now.
It better not be the tattooer. It better not be the I swear, better not promoting that tattoo again. I told Instagram, not on TikTok for one thing. Oh wait, it's not him. Okay, whew. Okay, don't have to be scary for that end. Okay, but this is a problem. Just gonna DDoS this app real quick so no one else can look at it and send.
Done. TikTok is shut down for a bit. And it's something you've done before, just allows it to reset. When it comes back, it tends to fix itself.
All right, it's time to call a meeting.
Johnny, as you begin to go back, uh, Miles, how would you call this meeting? Is it like on the phone? Do you have like special god powers you do?
Oh, instantly. I'm on their phones, even when they don't know I'm on their phones. So, oh, they'll hear my voice.
Excellent. Johnny, you're on your way back, and you're slightly on edge from your walking through your mom's realm. You hear Miles just on your phone, in your pocket.
Johnny,
Hey, Miles.
what are you up to? Are you and Aiden doing something you're not supposed to? Promoting a song you're not supposed to?
I was just having dinner with Mom, but I might be promoting some songs. I have an avatar that plays songs, and sometimes the left hand forgets what the right hand is doing.
Okay. Are you calling yourself a god online?
I mean, I've called myself a metal god since I was mortal.
It's not you then.
How are you?
I'm doing well, Johnny. How about yourself? Are you doing great, Johnny? How is everything?
I'm doing pretty good. We've got this brand new batch of souls in my realm. They're pretty fun. They were shook up at first, but I've got them acclimated.
Like how? Hold on for a second. Hold on for a second. I'm adding Aiden and Jacob. Hold on. Answer your phones.
Aiden, you are stalking this prey.
You son of...
You're like almost within range, and you just hear out your pocket, answer your phone.
Oh, what?
Gone.
Immediately, they're going to see if they can put like a switch to voicemail option. Like, what now?
Are you trying to shut me off? You can't shut me off.
Like, you would have known by now. Like, this is more Miles' phones than it is yours.
Let's see. I'm presuming I would take care of one of those headsets that you get, those Apple iPods where people are like, oh wait, are they talking to themselves? Oh no, they're on the phone. They'll put one of those into their ear and be like, hey, listen, I'm right now in the middle of a bet with my brother. I have to win this, otherwise it means some major problems. So can I call you after this is all over with?
No, you can't call me afterwards. We got a meeting is going on. I had to go and make Ugan a TikTok because Johnny's mother apparently and my dad are doing dinner and talking about like emotionally abusing subjects or something. I don't know what's going on between the two of them. And also,
yeah.
someone is spreading God stuff on TikTok and also the other socials apparently.
Now that is odd. Okay, just give me a few minutes. I just gotta make sure Aries don't get ahead of me in this track. But once I'm done, I'll be right over. I promise.
I just go on mute.
And then they're going to try to see if they can retract the white elk that they're looking for. Like, and then they kind of think to themselves, like, am I being contracted to help out other folks' families? Like, I thought I just have to do my own, but okay, I guess I can help out others too. And they'll keep making their way.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
As you keep walking, you know that no matter how quiet you are, animals are running around. There is chaos within this forest. And you remember that Ares, the god of, like, divines have many titles, many purviews. One of his purviews is chaos. He's not trying to win this, fair and square. He's just having everything run around.
Oh, this is horrible. This is horrible. Okay. Can I use one of my purviews?
Yes.
I want to use Sky and kind of cause a bit. If he wants to cause chaos, he's not going to be the only one that's doing it. And I'm going to attempt to have the entire domain be wrapped around with wind, rain, lightning. So he will be just as distracted as I am in terms of trying to find this individual. Almost like a hurricane type location up here.
And is Sky your innate purview, or was that strength?
Strength was my innate one, I believe.
Okay. So you are essentially trying to enact a miraculous investment. You can, is it imbue? Yes, imbue number of legend into your Sky purview, and you're going to combat his chaos to see who's overpowers. As you start imbuing things, you're like, there is at least 3 that he has imbued to cause this chaos. So if you want to overpower him, you have to either imbue the 3 to cancel out, or do 4 to take over.
4. It's a competition. There's no way I'm letting him win this one, especially with what's on the line. Oh no, he has to go down. He's about to learn today. So yeah, I will be 4 to cancel his out.
Okay, Miles, as you are connected to all the things, you are also connected to all the realms. Like you have that thing where it's like you have the weather and each realm. You're watching the realm that Aiden is in, and you're like, why is there a category 5 hurricane? I was just speaking to him.
Ain't no way. Ain't no effing way. Ain't no way. That's not a whole. And I just unmute. Ain't no way you just decided to go and decide to make Katrina Part 2.
Oh crap. And he kind of abused himself. I had to do something.
It's a category 5.
How did you say? Oh, never mind. I had to do something because Ares was over here trying to sit out birds. He was distracting me. I had to make sure I could counteract that. So I played fire with fire. That's what you had to do. And I'm winning this.
What do you mean? Fire with fire? You mean wind, water, and heart? I guess. What are you trying to do? Captain Planet the whole place?
If that's what it takes for me to take down this white elk, then that's what I'm gonna have to do. Captain Planet is going to be me. Because listen. If I lose this, one of my close friend that I have back when I was in the early stages, he's going to try to talk to her, and we can't have that. Ares for some strange reason just doesn't like me. Well, a lot of folks in my pantheon likes me. He can't stand me. So the damage that he would do if he would talk to her would be catastrophic. So I need to win this. Game time, you know what I mean? Hey, if you would have helped me out, we've been together for a while, so if you would have come through, kind of.
Hold on for a second. He puts himself on mute. His whole realm and office building is just hearing the loudest, horrific guttural roar. The same roar that's probably on one of Johnny's tracks. That roar. He just steps out in the hall. Oh, Mrs. Johnson, I'm so sorry about that. Don't worry about it. I'm good.
Okay, you sure? You need anything?
I'm fine. Everything is fine. If you see the Weather Channel, just tell them that there's a glitch in the program and that we're gonna fix that.
Okay, can do. And she's like, yes, on.
Just unmutes. If it will stop your hurricane from getting any worse, I will call the others and see if we can all help.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you. That's all I need. I just gotta stop him. I appreciate it. Good looking out. I got your back.
Okay. Yeah. No, I got you.
Okay. Gotta go. Bye. Boop. Even though there's no way he can turn it off. And he'll keep making his way through.
All right. Jacob, as you watch your... Is that hail? Holy moly. As you watch your plan come to action, you hear Miles on your phone, a voice you kind of just assume he's always listening. Just pop up.
Hey, what's going on?
Okay, multiple things are happening. Which one do I want to get into? So first pressing matter. I was calling you to ask, were you spreading your divinity on TikTok or any socials?
No, not TikTok or Instagram or anything. No,
What about Facebook?
Facebook. No. I quit Facebook like when I was before my visitation.
I said that's really smart. Okay. Hmm. Second pressing matter. Apparently my dad and Johnny's mom are having dinner and are like, finding new ways to wreak havoc on the emotions of mortals. I don't know. That's a different pressing matter. Oh, we gotta go help Aiden win a bet. Long story short, Aiden decided to cause a category five. Is it a five? Is it four? Nope, it's category
It
five.
is technically it's only 5 because we don't have 6 yet.
Oh, oh, well, that's not. Oh, so there's a category five that we have to go tend to. Because Aiden decided to do this for a bet. I don't know what the bet is for. Apparently, someone in his pantheon doesn't like him. I, I'm confused, and I'm normally never confused.
I mean, for that pantheon, like they just isn't that just a thing? Like they just don't like each other, and then they like each other, and then they don't like each other.
Yeah, normal pantheons either talk it out, fight it out. They don't cause category five hurricanes to solve their issues? Apparently,
Look at all the shit Hera's done. I mean, that's kind of par for the course.
that is part for the court. Okay, we got to get over there and help now before there's a Hera situation, and then we're going to talk about the phone situation.
All right,
Oh wait a minute.
So
One last question.
yo,
Tinder. Did you spread your divinity on Tinder?
no, no,
All right.
no. Mom tried to get me into that. I'm like, nah, that's not my thing.
What is with everyone's parents trying to? Okay, nope, never mind. I'm going.
She
I'm going.
she loves hooking people up.
Okay.
That's beauty, love, bosom, flowers, feathers. She's all into that.
so all of you, because you are former bandmates, have this innate connection where you can teleport instantly to another person's divine realm if you so choose. Who is going to Aiden's divine realm? So okay, we're all going. So you all teleport into the same spot. Aiden is somewhere in the forest. Here's the thing. There is an above category 5 hurricane happening, and every living organism, including the trees within this realm, seem to be fighting one another. While as gods, you would normally not have to roll anything in order to find Aiden, you actually have to make rolls because Aiden and Ares are going all out, imbuing their divine might upon the existence of the world right now.
Whose world is this? Just some. We're in the
Greek
Greeks.
pantheon.
All right.
What is this? What am I
And
rolling?
what are we rolling?
Miles, are you talking?
What are we rolling exactly?
Yes. So it would be something of a well, one, there's either rolling just I want to find it, or you can use your divine might in order to make it happen. Rolling would be like survival and some sort of resilience stat. So can I make it through? Or you could use imbue a legend into your purview, imbue legend into calling, or you could just be screw it. I am going to just spend a legend to clear a path. You spend a legend, you won't be getting it back this game. You'd also need to spend 3 in order to counteract what is happening. So like those are your options. Just like make your way through, imbue legends into something that is key to your divinity, or just divine fiat. Spend a legend to at least cut a path so you can make it there.
I'm happy to spend a legend as Johnny to cut a path there, as maybe part of my liminal calling as a psychopomp to find individuals I'm looking for.
Okay, yeah. We'll say you can imbue a legend into the liminality. You are looking to see if you can identify Aiden, who theoretically is close to dying because he is betting with a god of war. So it's close enough that you, as a god of death, can be like, that's where you are.
Picking up on that. Yeah, Johnny, who looks like a big hulking, dark-haired Nathan Explosion from Metalocalypse is pretty close. He pulls out of nowhere this electric stand-up bass. It just basically looks like the neck that terminates in a spike, and the top of it is topped with the skull of some Titan spawn he's slayed in his mother's name. And he takes a bow out and he strikes this like nasty metallic note that vibrates a bit until he gets in tune with the vibrations of the peril his friend is in, to try and follow it.
Jacob and Miles, you are aware of this instrument. You don't like it. It never has, and theoretically will never cause any harm to you. But when this weapon is played, you feel mortal again. And just by being in this storm, like, you feel the fear of something hitting you and ending your existence. It won't. You're a divine, but like, it is. And it takes a little while for you to get through, but you are able to hone in to Aiden's presence somewhere deep within the forest.
Is that way?
Right. I guess we gotta go save him, and he just takes off the umbrella. He looks like Mr. Bentley from like Outcast. Well dressed, way too tailored for this trip through a hurricane. And he's messing up my. I'm sending him an invoice for my shoes because this is just absolutely not okay.
And so you all make your way there through winds and broken trees, animals running around, fighting, and you essentially see Aiden crouched in a bush, aiming a bow and arrow at a white stag or elk.
It'll be an elk.
White elk.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there you are. Perfect. I need you to watch out for Ares, because Ares is trying to make my life so difficult right now. Thank you so much. And then they're going to try to bring out their arrow and release it at the elk.
Is anyone doing anything before this happens?
He just gets on his phone. Give me 1 second. He's gonna go and hold his phone up.
Mm-hmm.
And he is just trying to get in connection with like a satellite.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna track the aiming for this fella to make sure that we can get out of here as soon as possible. Note to self, probably do a drone strike on Ares if I find him.
And you do find him. If you all are here and the elk is here, he is here and running up. But based on your calculations, he's not running towards the elk. He's going to meet the arrow and knock it out the way.
Oh my God, I hate that dude. I hate that dude.
So get an idea about how like he's gonna like, is he able to just run, or is he gonna have to like dive in front of it, kind of the situation?
He can just run.
He can just run.
Mm-hmm.
Going to take out my spear thrower.
Mm-hmm.
and shoot a spear into the ground just below a rock so that the rock will pop up as Ares is running towards it
Excellent.
and throw off his game.
So you throw this spear, and because he's a god of war, he naturally reacts not as someone who's being annoying, but as someone who's being attacked. And so he stops for just a split second, which is long enough for the arrow to pierce the elk.
Yes.
You see him like look at you. It's like, oh, your friends are here. I didn't know we were allowing friends, but a deal is a deal.
All right. All right. So I'll see you in our next gathering.
Yes, and I will pretend to be happy.
Yes.
And I will let everyone know that you are so weak you needed your friends to kill an elk.
That was not part of the deal. That was.
You're right. That was not part of the deal. I'm sure we'll have.
Friendship is his strength.
How?
What he said.
You have such potential. Why,
Thank
Johnny?
you.
Why, Johnny? You could. You know what? I'm sure I will see you all again.
Well, I'm certain of that.
Ares, hi, hello. Question.
Yes?
First things first, hi, love your work, don't like you. But here's the thing. Have you been using social media like you're supposed to and not spreading your divinity?
He like takes out his phone and just like hits the button to like light it up. Oh, you mean this? Doesn't change it. He's on TikTok as we speak. I don't know what you're talking about. Puts it back. It's been a while since we've had a good war, hasn't it? I'll see you at the family gathering, won't I, Aiden? And he walks away.
Now you all see what I'm dealing with. Now you see, like, so how am I supposed to bridge a gap with that? Like, he makes it so hard.
So you're gonna kill him, right?
No, that wasn't part of the deal. Like, so remember, Dad told me I need to bridge the Greek pantheon back together and have us become one cohesive unit. The most difficult of herdy cats in all of history. So Ares, I'm guessing, is aware of this. It's not liking this by any means necessary, and it's making my life extremely difficult. Yeah. Thank you all so much for coming by. And what can I do to turn off the hurricane? Can I just like set it off?
Yeah.
Okay. He'll snap his fingers, and the weather will return back to normal. It says, "Okay, all right."
The animals are still going crazy though. He has not stopped his chaos.
The bet is over. Why are you still doing this? He's just yelling out at the sky. Okay. Well, yes. Thank you all so much for coming by. How, so like you say you had something important to do too, right? How can I help you? You all help me out. Well, how can I help you all out?
Johnny, as a god of death, you are aware when people pass. You don't block it out, but it's like kind of in the background, because people die all the time. There was just a large group of people who are passing into the afterlife.
Guys, there's a lot of people dying.
I swear.
Yeah.
Aiden, did you just...
No, like there was. So this was all Artemis. Artemis said they were supposed to go on a hunt. There was not supposed to be anybody around but like these special elks. There was no people supposed to be around. So that's not me. Artemis would have do. She's not like that. She's not that type of person. She would have bring folks in here. I don't
Who
think.
just left?
Ares. Oh no.
Who is the god of...
Oh no.
Johnny, how those folks die?
Yeah, you would know pretty easy. there was what amounts to a massive concussive force in the city of, and you're like thinking Atuso. That's it.
Yep. Johnny gives that info to his friends. He's just kind of idly strumming notes on his instrument and picking up the information as he does so.
Just now?
Yep.
Yeah.
He was here, talk shit, said some shit about starting a war. Bunch of folks just died.
Oh my god. Okay. So we gods cannot get gray hair, right? Because the amount of stress.
You can. Yeah.
If I play the right note, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The amount of stress he is putting me through. What should we do? We gotta go there. We gotta investigate.
It's gonna be a lot to process, so I should look into it.
Yeah, I'll definitely go with you. I have. Oh no, and he recalls one of his closest friends
is native to Atusa.
He wouldn't do that.
He wouldn't do what?
So, if I was supposed to lose the bet, the person that he was supposed to talk to is in the same location that many of these people killed it.
Only an angry, petty deity would do something like that.
Yeah. Look at the Greek pantheon. Just the entire list.
Pretty much.
Is anyone adopting from your side of the spectrum? I'm just saying. Oh God. Okay.
I mean, if you want out, you could just walk.
No.
You're a god now. You can just bounce and like hook up with another pantheon.
He's doing this on purpose.
Or you can make your own. You can start your own.
Nah, that's what he wants. That's what he wants. He's not winning this, but I can't believe he would go this. How's he millenniums years old and behaves worse than me? I'm like, what? Anyway. Okay.
Have you not read any of the books?
Yeah.
There's a whole pamphlet.
Okay. Is it all right if we all head over there and investigate, see if we could do what we can to help out people who's...
I'm in.
Okay, this is partially my fault. I'm sorry.
Right.
If people had... Go ahead.
If that's how you want to deal with it, instead of bringing it to him, okay.
Yeah, we gotta be... I mean... I'll take care of Ares another day. Like, we got eternity. But the people, I want to make sure that they're okay.
Yeah. But, like, here's the thing. There's always going to be people. If he knows that fucking with your people means that you ain't coming at him, he's just going to fuck with more people.
That's true. What would you do?
I mean, there was a god of tattooing before me that there isn't anymore. Because that's how this works. That's one of the ways how this works.
I don't want to go that far though.
It's really easy. Like, you know how many tech bros have called themselves the god of technology and social media and all them stuff?
Yeah. And it's so common, like they have to put numbers next to them on their handle. It's just like, well, you're God of Technology 55. Okay, I guess.
And you remember how a lot of them started off with like $1 million companies? I'm going to invent the next big thing. Yeah, guess who got rid of all of them and have at least half of them working for him now?
Wow. Well, I guess you all make great points. But I feel like if I was just to remove them, kind of like the easy way out. There has to be a way to like bridge the gap, right? Or is it just like this is the only way, like Highlander? I mean, I'm not trying to be the God of War. I mean,
Maybe he's just messing with you because you're new, and he can. So don't have to take him out, maybe take it down a notch though. He doesn't need all them mantles. Leave him as God of War. His other man, he's got some other mantles though that you don't need to keep.
Maybe taking him down a notch is the path to him giving you some respect.
Wow, I did not expect that from you. I was expecting more of the peace-loving route.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would either banish him to a realm of skinless, screaming nightmare, or I'd hug it out.
One of the two.
those are two opposite ends of the spectrum. But I,
Johnny,
Did you
know-
both? That would be
Johnny, those souls that recently passed, you don't know where they are.
Uh-oh. Usually I kind of know where the recent souls are, but I've lost them.
you can lose them.
Apparently,
I mean,
it's gonna make Mom mad. Like,
Oh,
really
we
mad.
can have that. We
Like,
can
she'll
have
be
that.
Absolutely
like,
not.
No, we
No.
can't
You know
have.
what I'm
Okay,
saying?
we
Not
gotta
just
go.
this, but this at the end.
Yeah, we need to address that as soon as possible. Keep your mom nice and pleasant. How can we help?
Wait, I think I got half of that. Hold on. Hopefully he knows how to text back. Hey. I need you to distract Johnny's mother real fast, wine and dine, talk about the good old times of like flaying your enemies, whatever it is that y'all do. There's a situation that she does not need to know about or will decide to destroy half the planet. Possibly. We don't know. Send.
So I rolled for him because he is not great with the technology.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, he did not botch because he absolutely would have sent a voice message. He sends back something that looked like he was trying to type, and then he was like spelling it wrong, and autocorrect came in, and then he got pissed as we just said send, hit send. I was like, I'm done. So you don't know what he's saying, but you know he read what you said.
Okay, so hypothetically, Johnny, if your mother decide to enact Armageddon, how much financial loss would involve? You're muted.
That's a lot of numbers. I'm good at counting the dead. I don't know about money. A lot.
Let's go find these lost souls and.
I agree. We don't need you losing any money as a god of technology, and we definitely need to keep your mom nice and happy. So we don't need Armageddon. Oh crap!
Yeah, she has a bowl named Famine and a knife named Hunger, and you don't want to be at the dinner table when she pops those out.
Why would you bring those to it? You know what? That's. Oh. Jacob, do you have any connections to Frere?
no.
Jacob doesn't. Johnny, you do.
Oh yeah, my auntie. Yeah, she likes me. She likes cats, and I like cats. I really like cats.
So my close friend has a connection to Frere, but never received a visitation. So I'm wondering if Frere may be aware of this and what kind of problem that may be. Oh, you mean it? Okay.
We could ask her.
Okay. I guess we'll try to search for the souls first, and hopefully see if we run across Frere along the way.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. So we're searching for roughly, I think, 2.5 million lost souls.
Wow.
Where are we going first?
I'm sorry, repeat that number back again.
2.5 million, yeah. Not the biggest city, but it is a large.
Joshua, I feel like this might be your area of expertise.
Yeah, I guess maybe go to where I imagine I can find where the various souls snuffed it.
Yeah, you could use like imbue legend into like liminal or imbue legend into death and try to like find out where they went. Kind of track them that way.
Yeah. You know what? I'll take us there, and I'm gonna play some bitchin' tunes that will cause the bodies to rise and answer our questions. Not of all 2 point whatever million, but a large a large number.
That'd be a great concert though. Like
that's true.
I'm just gonna call up a friend.
Yes.
And I'm not gonna pronounce this right, so I'm just gonna call her Mitchie.
Okay.
Mitchie, hey, how you been?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Yeah. Did you get them?
Yeah, I got him.
No, I just heard a whole bunch of souls. Just like there was some shit going on. A bunch of people just died. Did they come to your place?
Oh yeah, we did see them. No, someone else must have took them. I think. I don't know who though. But yeah, they're not here.
Oh, that would have been a big win for you. Did you hear? You got any idea where they might? Any of the other? Any talk around any of the other ones? Other gods?
I think they were supposed to go to Hell's Realm, but someone must have came in and took them out.
Oh wow, Hell's not gonna like that, huh?
I mean, I think we're if she knew, we would have known already. So she doesn't know. Whether she finds out or not, that's a different question.
All right. Oh, so anyways, still want me to come by? I got some things going on, but I'll come by a couple days.
Yeah,
I haven't visited in a while. I miss you,
And they're like, so you haven't visited in a while either. That's good. At least we're on the same page with that. But yeah, come by, whenever you have time. I don't want to be a burden.
I'm still gonna use the thing. I still got to work on this balancing. That's on me. That's on me.
Of course, yeah. So, it's super hard. I get it. This transition, but I miss you. If you could just come in once in a while, it'd be great.
I gotta go. Talk soon.
Talk to you soon.
We'll hang up after that conversation with the Queen of the Underworld.
So according to her, someone took them. So it's not that they're just like dispersed somewhere. Someone was like, yoink, mine.
Yeah, so I imagine already that Miles already knows exactly what happened in that conversation. And may have been able to relay that to Johnny and Aiden already, but
someone took them.
Yeah, they got snatched.
Not good. I have to do something about that.
Ooh, what? See, I don't think it's Ares. Ares doesn't take souls. He's not the ruler of the underworld. Why would he? I don't think this is Ares anymore.
Wait, 1 second. Let me check something. He's gonna go to TikTok,
Mhm.
and he's just gonna see if there's any videos of what went down.
Right. So for the most part, there's like a complete media blackout. Most people are like, there was an earthquake. One station was like, there was a hurricane, and people on the comments are like, you dumb as hell, that's not a hurricane. There is one video from the center, and no matter how much you enhance, you can only barely make out what you're seeing. But there seems to be someone who is human sized, like long reddish hair, maybe looks kind of like ginger, standing next to a fountain, punches the fountain, video feed cuts out.
He's just gonna relay the video. Anybody recognize this?
Johnny, roll me an empathy roll with any attribute you want, just just for funsies.
Let's see. I've got an empathy of 5. I'm very empathetic. And wait, is this to remember or to recognize?
Recognize, yep.
Okay. Intellect to kind of get.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, my intellect's not so high. We'll roll that, and that is 8s, right? 8s and up.
You are all tier 4, so technically it is 6 and up.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 5 successes.
That looks like Auntie Freya. I mean, her stance is a little weird, but it is kind of fuzzy. That looks like Freya, yeah.
That seems like her, yeah.
Seems like who? Wait, that's Freya?
Yeah. She's standing a little weird. Something about her is off, but that's her.
Okay. So yeah, I don't think this is Ares anymore. Seems like Freya might be. Why would she want all of these souls though?
Freya is the god of many things, death included.
Oh. Should we go talk to her?
Yeah, we could go try.
Okay. Do you want to lead the way again? Like, with my family, I'm pretty confident about, like, hey, this is Artemis, or hey, this is Apollo. When I get outside of my pantheon, family dynamics is a little bit more complicated because I'm the god of family dynamics. So it's if you want to lead the way, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah, we should arrive in the proper manner, and Johnny's gonna summon up a chariot that'll fit all of us, and it's pulled by giant undead cats.
Of course.
I love cats. And we will ride to Freya.
So you make your way to Freya's realm, and the thing about Freya's realm is that more than any other god in your pantheon, it very much alters to like fit her mood. So you know where it is. You never know what's gonna look like. And right now it looks like it has a white picket fence, a doorbell, and the front wall of a house. There's nothing behind the wall. It's just the front of the house.
Have I ever seen it in this way before?
No.
Okay. Her realm's not usually this way.
Well, good thing I changed my outfit to match.
You have to teach me that one day. Like, okay. In what way is it different?
She seeing somebody?
Well, it's always different. I've just never seen it this way. Is she see it?
She's settling down with this white picket fence, just like suburbia shit.
Oh no. She was watching HD TV. This is horrible.
I guess Johnny will strut up to that door on that wall and knock.
You knock, the door flies open, and two puppets like fall out. Freya is on vacation. She'll be back later. Leave a message. And then they fold back in.
Well, that's fun.
Wow. Okay. Is there any way to like track her?
I don't think so. Not if she doesn't want to be.
I mean, honestly, if you had like a god of the hunt or something along those lines, it would be easier. Because essentially it would be like a clash of wills of them against hers, and depending on how much she doesn't want to be found, is how hard it'll be.
I can reach out to Artemis. That's what I was doing this for originally. I was trying to, get her approval. So, I could reach out to her and see if she can help us out on trying to track Freya.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. I'm presuming since we all got phones, I'll just dial Artemis up.
Yeah. So you call, and Artemis is like, "Hey, how you doing? How did the hunt go?"
It started out fine, and then Ares decided it shouldn't be fine anymore. And so we had a See, I just became his brother. I guess I always been his brother, but I just knew him as a.
Well, remember, the true essence of a hunter is that they don't let the environment affect them. They blend in with the environment.
Oh, I would definitely have to keep that in mind next time. But that was hard. Speaking of hunting, I was wondering if you can help us out. We're trying to locate a god from a different pantheon named Freyr.
And you just hear her like, "Oh, her."
Yeah, we think she may have killed like 2.5 million people and took their souls. So we're trying to figure out why, and maybe if we can reverse it or do something about it, flip it, like Missy Elliott.
Do you know what divine realm she's in? Is she in the world? Like, that would.
They'll bring up their phone to Joshua. It says, "Do you know what divine realm or world she may be in?"
Do I have any guesses where she might like to hide out? Or
I mean, you have guesses. She is very much like, I'm going on vacation, and then like you don't see her for a century.
Right. It's hard to say. I'll rattle off several places I know that she likes to go to, but like she's well traveled.
If you could give me like any more specific information, I'd be happy to help you.
Well, we last saw her at Tucson. I think is it a Tucson?
Tusa.
Tucson. Yeah, we last saw her at Tucson. Punching a statue, and then
the statue was of her. It wasn't Freya doing the punching.
No, it was Freya doing the punching.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, who was the statue of then? I thought
Freya
punched the statue of Freya.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so maybe she's not feeling herself so well right now. I'm not sure, but yeah, last time we saw her was at Atusa before a wit kaput. Maybe you could start there.
Yeah. I can start there. Um, and she's like, yeah, no, I see someone who's like in the center of the where Atusa was. Now she's a big fucking crater, but I see someone there that kind of fits her description.
Oh, perfect. Okay, thank you. Oh wow, that was fast. Oh, well, of course you've been doing this for.
It is what I do.
Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye. I hang up the phone. Okay, seems like they didn't go anywhere. They're just residing in the same place, right in the center of the crater. I guess we should head there.
That makes it easier. Yeah.
Wait. Okay, let's run that back. All right. She just punched a crater into a city and made that city now the crater of Freya.
Yes, the statue is now Yumcha.
I'm glad you used that reference.
Mhm.
Now, you couldn't hunt a deer without causing a Category 6, technically, a hurricane.
Mhm.
How do
Yeah.
you plan on dealing with the goddess of the underworld and you can't hunt a deer?
Oh no, this is Joshua. That's Freyr. That's Freyr's not part of not part of my pantheon. True, I am the god of family dynamics, but once we start to get outside of my purview, my area of expertise for different pantheons, it gets a little more complicated. So I was hoping Joshua may take the lead in this. Unless you, I mean, I could give it a try, but
Yeah, I can't. It's Johnny actually. But
Johnny, yes.
Joshua is a really cool name.
Oh yes, fantastic name.
J names. But yeah, we yes, I must find out what is happening with these missing souls. So
Yeah,
let's go find my aunt.
Okay.
Story guide.
Mm-hmm.
Can I by calling on one of my titles
Mm-hmm.
of the sacred tattoo, of the blessed tattoo, pull one of these souls to me as the god of tattooing?
Ooh. Hmm. Are you specifically looking for someone who has been tattooed by you?
Yes, well, somebody. So as of the blessed tattoo, somebody is going to have, out of these 2.5 million people, someone is going to have a religious tattoo on them.
Is it true? Yeah,
Of
I
some
like it.
sort, and quite possibly, there's a good chance that if probably not me, but somebody from my
Somebody.
pantheon,
Yeah,
or just the pantheon in general. So pulling on that.
you absolutely can.
Yep. So yeah, is that going to be spending or imbuing?
In general, I'm doing it. The only time you spend is if you're doing the divine fiat, where you're just like,
Okay.
I just want this done. Everything else you're
All right.
calling on is imbuing. So you imbue a legend, and
Well, if I spend it, does that mean the soul doesn't go back to wherever I pull it from?
yes,
I will spend it so that soul does not go back to wherever it gets pulled from.
gotcha. So you spend a legend, and Johnny, you feel this first. A soul coming from somewhere that it wasn't meant to be is being brought into. Y'all are still in Freya's divine realm, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Being brought into Freya's divine realm, and all of a sudden, Zadal's like,
Hi, how you doing?
"Isn't this new and different? What is happening?"
Hey, so I'm not exactly sure what they told you before, but you died.
Yeah, I got that part.
Okay. And you were going someplace where you weren't supposed to be.
Okay, I assumed that part, but I was not sure, and I am glad I was right.
So now we've brought you here to we're in his cousin's cousin. What's the relationship, Johnny? I don't know
she's
how your
my
family get down.
she's
His
my
aunt. We're in his aunt's round. This is, Johnny could probably explain the whole thing better. That's his deal.
Okay.
I'm Johnny Thonic. The CH is silent. I'm the son of hell. The second L is silent and also invisible.
I saw your gig.
Oh, yeah, excellent. Always good to meet a fan. Good. But anyway, welcome to the other side. There has been a snafu, but I will straighten this out. Do you need a hug?
I'll take the hug. I'll postpone it until I figure out. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. So I am dead. I'm not where I'm supposed to be. And so is everyone else not supposed to be there too, or is it just me?
Yeah, no, none of them were supposed to be there, and that's why we figure
So we're not creating a army of the dead to overrun the world.
I'm sorry, what?
I mean, that sounds bitchin', but it's not how it's supposed to be.
So, yeah, that's what we kind of wanted to talk to you about. So, we don't actually know where you were.
Well, you and me both. I was in a place, and then this person said that we had been specifically chosen to bring chaos back to the world. And I was like, you haven't seen our world. And I thought it was funny. He did.
It was funny.
Who?
I don't know. I don't recognize him. Didn't say a name. He sounded Irish.
I am going to imbue a legend and call on my creator calling to give him the ability to give a perfect narration of what the person looks like.
Excellent.
And then I'm going to use my perfect rendition knack to sketch it out while he's talking.
Gotcha. And so it doesn't take you all watch it. This person who made the best joke that's ever been said in anywhere starts like describing in vivid detail from like the tips of the hair all the way down to the toes. And then as Jacob, god of tattooing, takes his artistic skill and creates a perfect rendition of this perfect description. No one here has a chance of recognizing who this is, except for possibly Johnny and Miles, because you just all over everybody social media. Both of y'all, I would say, because of how forbidden knowledge this is, can roll me an intelligence roll.
Can I say that as a tattoo artist, and how some people would try to get tattoos of the divine on them, even some that are less than desirable? Would that be something I could also roll on?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I like it. You can roll too.
Just straight intellect?
Intellect and culture would be most relevant, I think. Or occult would actually work as well.
Yeah, Ada's just looking over Jacob's shoulder, just like, this is incredible.
9 successes.
2 successes.
What?
Well,
9?
Not 9. Wait, is this a double? Hold on.
Ooh, I was like, holy crap, you know all the things.
We're the god of technology, so it kind of makes sense.
What was the success I'm supposed to hit?
6 for a success.
I got it.
2 successes.
We got 2, 3 for Jacob.
3 for Jacob.
And how much for Miles?
Oh, he hit 6.
6, okay. So Johnny and Jacob. Johnny, you're like, I recognize you, but you just can't place him. Same thing for Jacob. You're like, it's possible I gave a tattoo of them, but even if I did, they wouldn't have given you a name. They were just like hair on my back. Miles, uh, you know exactly who this is. See, there was a time when you kind of first came in, you were like, I know all about the world. I know very little about the divine worlds. I need to get all y'all social deeds. I need to figure out what all y'all are talking about. And you went to the death purview like banquet, essentially, their like social media like feeds. And they had this thing where they were roasting death gods or former death gods or disgraced death gods that don't really like fit in most of the time. There was this god Don who actually tried to kill many gods in their time. They now exist just in their own divine realm, away from everybody else.
I'm gonna relay that back, but also I'm gonna do one thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's just gonna look around. All right, which one of you is more popular on social media?
Oh, Johnny, easily.
How much is this many?
Miles probably knows us a lot. Crow, he's probably looking at the numbers like you don't know, but Miles is looking at this and he's just gonna go, "I got it." Jacob, Johnny,
Yo,
I need you to do a quick video, real quick.
yo.
Okay.
Yep.
I need you to do a thoughts and prayers video real fast. Don't ask questions on why I need you to do it.
All right. To who? Just thoughts and prayers to the people.
Doesn't matter. No one really cares. As long as someone says thoughts and prayers, they pretty much just go, "Oh my God, they actually care," and they retweet it and send it all over the place. Thoughts and prayers. That's all I need.
Oh yeah, no, there's this bad shit went down. Thoughts and prayers to all the fact that it's a horrible thing like this when this kind of shit happens. For I don't know why this kind of tragedy has to happen. Those gods, the chaos and war, and just they didn't have to go that way.
We will play an anthem hymn to send their souls to the proper place.
Great. Got it. All right. He's going to use his purview, chaos.
Oh.
He's going to send chaos amongst the gods using the social media followers.
Interesting.
And he's hashtagging Freya's name and also referencing the other god, other god involved.
When you look for those two gods, another name comes up that you hadn't seen before. Tsukuyomi. Apparently, there's been lots of posts with those three names in particular, and that actually amounts for like the jump in 20% jump in.
Oh, I see. It's not one bastard, it's three. No offense, Johnny. No, that's your aunt. I'm sorry. I'm talking out loud. They're in my room.
It's okay. I appreciate your candor.
Okay. What I'm going to do is going to get them canceled online real fast, and then you can swoop in.
So yeah, you imbue that legend.
Oh yeah. I'm making sure. I'm like, oh wait, I know the perfect people to cancel. K-pop stands. They are sinking the army. They said that they are better gods than your favorite idols. BTS will never make platinum. Send. Good luck to them. Rest in peace. Okay, we're good.
So with that, a few things happen. One, you like feel the rage like emanate throughout the divine realms. It's like, yep, that was coming. I know it. Two, within like 10 minutes, calls for cancellation of these 3 gods happen, and within 20 minutes they are officially canceled.
And
Mhm.
we should probably not be in Freya's realm when Freya's getting all pissed off.
Probably it changes with her moods.
Oh, that's a good point. Can we get out of here?
Johnny, you notice that the realm hasn't changed, and like she doesn't need to be here for it to change.
It's weird that it's still the same. It's usually pretty
It'll change while you're like in it with her, just
Yeah.
randomly.
This is a bit stationary for her.
All right. Well, at least we know, and we know where she's at. If I remember correctly, she's at, Atusa. So now that they're canceled, should we make our way over there and try to see what's going on?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go. And I guess we making our way.
Okay.
Mush cats.
Oh, Jacob.
Yo.
Your business is booming. They're waiting for you to come back.
Oh. Yeah, no, well, I mean, we'll get to that, yeah. So, are we bringing the shade with us?
Hi,
What's your name, by the way? Should probably have asked that.
Ben. Nice to meet you.
Ben, yeah. You want us to drop us off we'll drop you off where you're supposed to go, or?
Yeah, that'd be great. Johnny, roll me what check would be for fear?
Oh, like the sense their fear?
No, your fear.
Oh, my fear. Like what I'm afraid of, or you mean like a fear?
Give me a survival roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Survival and composure.
Yeah, I like that.
Johnny's got a bit of both of those. Seven.
Oh, damn. Okay.
You re-roll tens, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
If Ben goes to hell will know that there should be more.
Oh,
Hell will be pissed that the more are not here.
right. Does that include if I bring him to my little pocket?
Does not include that because hell kind of like
Okay.
leaves that to you because she doesn't really like it. You have too much like calming shit.
Yeah. I turn to the soul and I'm like, see, there's this thing with my mom, and we don't want to go through the front door.
Okay.
I got a cozy place I can stash you for now. It's great. You're gonna love the folks there.
I appreciate it. I don't mean to be a bother, but I have like family. Is it possible for you to get those as well? Or
we're gonna sort it out.
okay, yeah. Thank you. I just had to ask. But thank you.
And
Here's an idea.
Whisk him off to my place.
Here's a thought, Johnny. If we pulled him here, then that means that a pathway of some sort had to have been created, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, Johnny, can you trace the pathway backwards so we can just deal with Frey and go right there?
Can I follow the path of the lost soul?
You can't follow the path of the lost soul. Only you can go. And once you get there, you'll be entering Don's divine realm.
Oh.
So he will know that you are there.
Yeah, I could do it, but I'd have to go alone.
Okay. I mean, here's what I'm thinking. We know where the souls went,
Yes.
right? So why are we still messing around with Freya? Why don't we just go straight to the source?
So we can make sure she doesn't do something else, especially if she's in that crater. already, right now we can at least be able to talk to her, figure out what's going on, and perhaps get her to maybe stop the other two individuals.
Yeah, she might not be in her right mind. Something about her was strange when she punched her own statue.
If she's
and this realm is not as it should be.
like, if she's at the crater waiting for us to show up, though, then she's going to be at the crater when we go to Don's, and because that's where the souls are, right?
Yep.
So, like, if she does some shit and send more souls there, we'll just be there already.
I don't know. I would like to see if we could be able to stop her from putting more souls there. But I mean, if you were to be at the place where souls get like deposited, that could work too. I wouldn't talk.
I mean, well, what's the goal here? I mean, I thought we were helping Johnny get the souls back. Like, I thought that was the goal.
Well,
I mean,
I thought it was two goals. I thought we were trying to get Freya from stopping doing any more harm, because I'm not sure why she would do this to begin with, and then also, of course, help with the souls to bring them back to where they originally belong. But I thought it was a two-part process. You can split up half and half. Half goes to Don and half goes to talk to Freya.
Yeah.
who's good at speaking with folks?
Jacob's the only one that isn't.
So yeah, maybe some, you guys go. Well, I mean, we can split up. Yeah.
Yeah, half. Okay. So I'm presuming you want to try to go with Don, and then we will go talk with Freya.
Yeah, I'll go visit the Don.
Okay. With Joshua, I'm planning on talking with Freya, especially because I know someone there. I want to make sure that she's okay. Is anyone else going to Freya, or who else? What?
I'm going with you to Freya because I know if I leave you to do this by yourself, we'll end up with more souls going the wrong place.
Not entirely. You gotta give me a little bit more credit at that. I mean, it's not Ares who's causing this, so we should be fine. But thank you. I appreciate the chaperonage. I'm still new to this. Look, I'm only 19. Okay, for Christ's sake. Okay.
So we are splitting in half.
Mm-hmm.
Half going to the crater that used to be Atusa. Half going to the underworld run by Dawn.
We're gonna do it. What could go wrong?
Absolutely nothing at all. Let's start with the underworld. It takes a little bit of finagling. Rather than following the trail to get there, you follow the trail just to understand where it is. So then you all appear in Ireland and then go there to get transport there, because his underworld has kind of been cut off by the remainder of the divine realms. It is divine realms don't necessarily really have size, but this one feels cramped for some reason. And there's lots of just unkept souls just existing.
This is no way to keep a realm of the dead, I don't think.
I mean, they had an influx of 2.5 million. Probably still need to sell, make the space seem more welcoming for the guy that apparently the entire pantheon doesn't like, and it's just kind of probably not the nice. This is probably not the nice underworld.
No. I mean, Mom's is scary, but it's you
In fact,
respect the craft.
Johnny, this doesn't seem like an underworld at all.
This doesn't seem like an underworld at all now that I'm thinking about it.
It's definitely some sort of terra incognita. It is
okay.
a separate part, like a different dimension, but like
Right.
from every underworld you've been, there's always some kind of like through. And this is
just like a junk drawer crammed with a billion souls.
it doesn't take long for you to alert the king, the ruler of this realm. He walks up and says, I don't recall getting two gods to die. What are you doing here?
We came to ask you what you're doing here.
Well, isn't it obvious? Look at all these lost souls. I'm doing the job that others can't. I'm giving them a purpose. And yes, that purpose might be taking over the world, but who? What does it matter?
They don't belong here.
I mean, where do they belong?
Various other places, like my mom's place.
Who? You're Hell's boy. Ah,
The second L silent,
yeah.
also invisible.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you what. Because I respect you and your family so much, I'll give you 2 souls, and you 2 can be on your way. How about that? Wait, no. Before you go though, allow me to take a picture to celebrate. We can pop it on the social medias if you don't like. And you see him turn around and start to like take a selfie. Like, what? Oh, no, don't have that. We want the kids to see this. I'm gonna take another one. And do that. I'll edit out. It's fine.
So Don, let's take this a step back. Let's talk about this plan to take over the world.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, there's got to be a point here. You're not just going full Titan on us and all out of nowhere and just causing chaos and destruction and just wanted to fuck.
Of course not. I mean, but like, don't you ever think about it? Like, what happens when you die? Don't you want to leave a legacy?
I mean, from my understanding, you have quite a bit of a legacy already.
Oh, yes, of course I do. I definitely have a legacy. Ignore what I say. You know what? I'll give you 2 more souls. That's 4. That's twice as many as you can't take that many. So
I'm gonna. I want to do a vibe check on him.
Do it.
He definitely does not seem
Empathy, culture, or occult. I could see being big ones, or anyone that you think would be better suited to this.
All right. Cunning would be sufficient.
Yep.
All right. Because what that one? 3, 6 successes.
He rolled a 5 to hide it, so you were able to beat the Clash of Wills. There is no god who doesn't understand the concept of immortality. There is no god who actively looks to do a thing because they're going to die. Yes, gods can die, but there's no god that actually does that. You don't know who this is, but this is not a god of death. This is not a god at all.
So, who are you?
I am Don, of course.
I'm calling bullshit. Now, if you want to try this again, who are you?
And as he sees his bluff is not working, he starts to take a step back. Johnny, there's a full moon in this realm that wasn't there when y'all came in.
That wasn't there.
You know what? This is my final offer. 6 souls and you be on your way. We can leave as friends.
We'll settle for all of them.
He just looks up and says, Tsukuyomi! It turns pitch black, transitioning to a crater formerly called Atusa. It is legit just a crater. Like, you look down, and it's a good 5 miles down to get to the bottom center. There's buildings there. Yeah.
Looks like Terminator 2 in here.
This is basically. So I gotta admit something. This is the HGTV set.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm serious. It doesn't actually exist. It's a psyop that I created.
Oh. Oh, really? Okay. So I'll be honest. I have never seen a city literally wrecked like this before. Is this new for you as well, or is it just me?
That's a dangerous question to ask me. Yes. Short answer. You don't want to know the long answer.
Okay, I'll take it. I think I see her. Is she located? Is she still at the
In the center, you
in the
see
center?
a woman, red hair, kind of like laying down, like hands behind her head. And the closer you get, you just hear her chanting, board, 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 board. Are you sneaking? Or are you just waltzing up?
Walking up because I'm presuming no point of trying to be stealthy if we're trying to talk to her conversationally. But Ada will look towards Miles and say, I think we should approach this cautiously. Especially since this is Johnny's aunt. I don't want to do anything to.
That's right. Johnny's not here.
Mm-hmm. But you've heard stories of Freya from Johnny. Johnny is afraid when Freya gets very excited because she has a habit of like sparring. And when there was the one time she punched him through a mountain. She is very excitable. Like that's kind of how he describes her. If she is happy, she is ecstatic as all hell. If she is mad, crater. Yeah.
So yeah, Miles. I just want to be cautious and make sure we don't do anything to, affect her mood too much. Right now she seems to be in a calm state, so maybe we could try to get down to the bottom of this.
He takes another picture of. He takes a picture of Freya.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 1 second. You go talk to her real quick. I gotta handle some business.
Okay. And yeah, they'll pretty much float on down to where Freya is.
Okay. Let's do Miles first. What are you doing with the picture?
Oh, he is going to all dark emotion. He's going to use passion of all dark emotions that purview.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he thinks about his father and Johnny's mother,
Mm-hmm.
and he remembers what type of hell and fear those two invoke.
Yep.
And he's invoking that in his own subtle way, that creepiness that he holds back from the others in the band. He's invoking that banality. He straightens himself out, and he wants to invoke that fear and wrap it around Freya as he gets closer.
Gotcha. Okay, this is interesting. Because you canceled Freya, correct?
I did.
Okay. So then this is what's going to happen. As you walk down, you notice that it doesn't seem like the entity in front of you is being affected by that fear. But you know that you are affecting somebody somewhere with that fear. You don't know who this is. It looks like Freya. It has some of the destructive power of a Freya, but it's not.
Aiden,
Johnny.
get back.
Aiden, how far did you get?
Yo, Aiden, when the minute he said the split waves, Aiden pretty much floated down like Gohan.
Excellent.
Mhm.
You hear get back when you see the entity turn their head, says, you look like you could help me stop being bored. And she slowly stands up and dusts herself off. It's like, don't you just hate these flimsy cities? They just fall down all the time. Who are you?
Aiden, the god of family dynamics.
And she's like listening to you, but you see she's like looking and like picking up things. Like she picks up like a steel bar. Like, no, I'm not this.
Why?
Family dynamics. Yeah. What else? Gotta be something else. Picks up a rock.
Well, they call me the easer of strife.
Easer of strife.
Yeah, but also sometimes the bringer of strife. I don't really know why they do that too much. But.
So you bring that up, and her eyes just like flicker up to you, and she's like, "Is that right?" Aiden, what do you do now?
Aiden's surprised by the interest. It's just like, so.
Excellent. So you don't run away. She's going to pick up a steel beam and fling it at you.
Oh, Aiden's like, what is this? And he's going to try to catch it.
You're going to try. Okay. So you can roll defense. I know in Demigod you have a +2. I'm just going to assume you have a +3 on this. So roll your defense roll, which is usually your highest. Well, 5, because your highest resilience stat would be 5. Plus this 3. You can do a full defense, which is doubling that defense roll. So roll 10 die.
Oh, okay.
Add 3 to your successes.
It adds roll 10 die and then add 3 to my successes. Okay.
And 6 is your target number.
Perfect. Okay, so 10 dice total. All right, that's the wrong dice. You said 6 is my target number?
Yes.
What if I get a 0? Is there anything for zeros?
That's a 10, and so that is a exploding die. So that's a success, and you get to roll another die.
Okay. Oh wow! Okay, that's one. Okay. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 successes.
Oh no! She rolled a 10 too.
Oh yeah.
So you just dodge out of the way, and you realize that like you can't really die, but that was going for your head, and with the power that it was thrown, it would have taken. Like you can still lose your head, you just won't die. And then you look back, and she's like, "You dodged that. You can get rid of my boredom." Miles. You tell Aiden to come back, and very quickly you see a steel beam fly up to like 10 miles it is past you.
Well, now, not only are you a poser god, you're also kind of a brat. Takes the umbrella out, spins around. There's a blade on the tip of it. Now, we can do this one of two ways. You can go and tell me your name, little girl, or I can beat it out of you. Whichever one you would prefer first.
Would you like to use any legend to imbue in anything to really get this across?
Oh, definitely. Let me see if this will work, though. Probably use, if I can pull it up, probably use his father's thing, and that is he'll probably use either Gun Cheval.
Gotcha.
Really get inside her head and wreak havoc.
So before you do that, you see she's like sticking to her guns. I'm Freya, but then you invoke this power, and she, what seems to you like almost turned into a robot, kind of like glitching, and says, "I am the online presence of Freya. I am the avatar of Freya." See, it's interesting. Like when mortals worship someone, anything, that thing gains power. It doesn't matter if it's a god or not. In fact, when you're worshipped enough, you can become as strong as the gods yourself. And there are many gods who don't have a very strong internet presence, but they're still worshipped. Now, back to business. Can you all make me less bored?
So you're not Freyr.
No, something worse than a poser.
Where is Rain?
Who the hell is Rain?
Never mind. Okay. Well, if you're bored,
no, they wouldn't know. Just like, So Rain is someone though, someone that you care about. So if I find Rain, you would make me less bored. It's good to know.
We could stop this now. We don't want you to
Don't worry. I'll find Rain. In fact, now that I think about it, someone told me to find Rain. Someone who's a big fan of chaos. Adieu, my friend.
No. Okay, we don't have to be bored. How about we play right now? That's perfectly fine. You don't even have to worry about looking for someone to be bored. We could just have a little fun right now.
We can play right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she's gonna attack you.
All right.
Switching back to the fake Dawn / Tsukuyomi's realm. It is pitch black. Like, there were souls all around you. You can't see them. You can't even see yourselves.
I'm going to call upon the new fire, just to have a source of light.
Okay.
Or it'll be. I do have the fire purview, so I figure I can just.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a circle of flame come up around the fake Dawn, and to kind of trap him in place. And I'll impute a legend to use my creator knack to create a sphere enveloping him.
Okay.
So to kind of trap him in place.
So you can tell, like, as soon as that like darkness hits, he's attempting to escape, but you quickly enact this like flame, trapping him in place, and then just having this sphere around him that is not only making sure he cannot leave, but it's also like heating up.
Yeah.
And he starts like trying to bang on it, like trying to break it. What do you want?
I believe Johnny already said what our terms were.
Fine, take them. Just get me out of here.
It's kind of dark. Kind of call off your pet.
And when you say that, Tsukuyomi like walks out of the shadows. I am no one's pet. The god of the moon. But I think we can call this off if you let my friend out. And he waves away the darkness.
I will take back unimbue the legend so that the shell around him disappears.
And the fake Dawn just falls down and starts coughing. You don't know what you've done. Johnny, you
You're
are a kid.
right.
Whoops.
I don't.
Yeah, what did we do?
Take them. They would have made weak soldiers anyway. Don't worry, we'll have our war one way or the other. And they start to like walk into the distance. And as they walk into the distance, you hear Don say, "Why do I feel so weak? I could have sworn we were stronger than this."
Weird. Yeah, Johnny's gonna start corralling souls.
Hmm. And this is where you shine, because all these souls have had not only a very horrific death, but a very horrific, admittedly short afterlife. And so you have them. Now, here's the thing. Your divine realm is made for non-emergency situations. Your divine realm is not built to handle 2.5 million. You can expand it by imbuing legends in order to like make it larger, but it would be like 3 legend for you to imbue that.
You know what? I will ride them straight in, or lead them straight into Mom's realm, because that might impress her.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll call on. And I'm not going to pronounce this right, but it's the birthright from the Mictlan realm in Demigod.
Right.
For the dogs to kind of help shepherd people in the right direction.
Gotcha. All right. So like very easily you all can shepherd them. We're gonna stay with y'all for a bit. And you come to your mom, who is back at the dinner table with Ogun. And they're talking about, you know, how do we soften our image? How do we take care of people? That sort of thing. And then she gets up and turns around and is fucking furious. Who are all these people? Where they come from?
Yeah, so Johnny comes in. He's basically Pied Pipering them. He's leading him there. It's sort of like a traveling concert where he turns their fear into like kind of cathartic, rage into the music, and so that they're not paralyzed with fear anymore. And he leads them in. He says, "Hey, Mom.
Why do you have a city's worth of souls in your possession?"
They were taken unlawfully, and I have retrieved them.
Who?
With
Who
my
took
friend
them?
Jacob here. A fake Don, and
A fake God.
Yeah, he was pretending to be a god of ill repute.
He looked the part, but he didn't have that certain air of the divine that those have, like yourself, have fully grasped.
But he had enough of an heir to steal 2.5 million souls. Where did his power come from?
We didn't quite figure that part out. Whatever power he had was not secure. As he had a friend with him, and they folded very easily.
And you see her like fuming. Well, she sits down and grabs her like massive goblet of wine, because we are fancy here, and just shatters it. But still drinks.
Yeah, she's hardcore.
And Ogun's like, if you do need help with anything, please feel free to call me. This is just not a small thing you all have accomplished.
Aiden and Miles are investigating the city where the deaths took place.
Miles, You get a text that says, and I'm going to read out the letters, not the words, because it doesn't have words. Y space KN3W5 space JJMYM.
Like, he's gearing up this horrific, like, tendrils, like the worst sound, and he just calls his father up, and it echoes like he's in multiple places.
Yep.
Wagwan.
I just talked to your friend them say something about you fighting gods or not fighting gods or saving gods or
I'm going to destroy one, a fake one in front of me.
and a voice comes out that you hadn't heard for a while. It no longer scares you, but to many others it is terrifying. Well, how come you didn't tell me? How come you always try to have fun? I can't have no fun? I thought we were supposed to be in this together.
This is not the art pat. Realizing the accent's got coming out, he's
Just
listen. This is my thing. You have your thing.
and you seem like he's like getting up again. He's like, no, hell's right. Look, I'm sorry. Yeah, I just wanted to have like a little father son thing. But I see you're right. This is your
I've
thing.
been disrespected, father. So I'm sorry that I'm not having fun. Oh, don't worry, fake. I don't even know what your name is. I don't care. You're gonna die. I'm sorry. Let me call you back. Let me call you back.
Wait, hold
Let
on.
me
Just
call
take a
you
picture.
back.
Take a picture. Okay, bye.
Tosses Aiden the phone.
Now, Aiden, you are fate bound to Rain. Yes.
Yes.
So the way fate binding works within all of Scion is that like it is this like much larger force, and so like if you are fate bound to somebody who's in peril, you will just so happen to be next to them when they are in trouble. Yada yada yada. It becomes stronger and stronger the higher tier you get. So if you are fate bound to someone as a god, you are going to run into them.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of which, you are getting ready to fight this person who is not a god, but still has the ability to flatten the city. And you hear someone like climbing down the rubble. And she's like, wow, I mean, I gotta figure out. I know they're like blocking things off, but Aiden?
He looks towards the fake Freyr and keeps his eyes on her, but slowly makes his way over to Rain. Again, not taking the eye off because he doesn't want her to be able
But
to.
you haven't said her name yet.
No.
Okay, good, because Freyr was going. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah. And so he slowly starts making his way over towards her and be like, "You okay?"
Yeah, they like closed off. But I want to figure out what's going on. Like, did you know someone said this was a hurricane? Dumb media.
Oh, it's definitely not a hurricane. Listen, I
What
need
you? No, how are you doing? Where you went? All of a sudden, you just disappeared one day.
I can't tell you about it now. Listen, I need you to hide right now, because things might get really hectic really soon.
Hide?
Yes, pretty
I
please.
I don't hide.
Look around you.
Yeah.
You see how there's no buildings around here?
So should I hide behind this rock? What do you want me to do, Aiden?
Maybe a rock, maybe like the leftovers of a building, someplace nice and secure. So therefore,
So you can just run away again? No,
Oh, no.
I'm staying right here.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, well, Lord, Zeus. Nah, this ain't gonna be out. Okay. Okay, how about this? If you stay around, just make sure to keep yourself behind safety at least. You don't have to hide. Just be.
Oh my God, Aiden, you act like you're about to fight. And with that, you feel a fist in your spine.
Oh, yeah, I had a feeling that was coming.
And you just go slamming into like a building.
Oh,
As we
oh,
discussed, Rain doesn't know you're a divine, so she's just like,
yeah. Oh, oh, I think I broke a butt cheek. Okay, let me.
how are you moving? How are you? What is happening?
Long story. I can tell you about it later. We're not in danger, but right now I gotta make sure that she doesn't throw another, um,
Okay, yeah,
another.
I'm a, I'm a go. And fake Freya's like, no, no, you're not. It's a lot more fun with you here.
Oh crap.
Miles, you're watching all of this. You're off the phone. You have the last instruction you got. Please take a picture. That's all I want.
Um, Miles just hands Aiden the phone, kind of just like slaps it in his chest, even though he just took this punch. No concern. I need you to record something.
Okay. Simple enough. Look.
Looks at Aiden's friend. You
Hi.
stand behind the umbrella, cover your ears.
Oh, okay.
The hands the umbrella.
And while she was very much like, I'm not going anywhere, having seen her like childhood friend go flow through a building, she is much more willing to advice. It's like, okay, yeah, whatever you need, I'm gonna do that.
Um, yeah, he is just gonna use. I don't know how much you want from this, but using that legend on the social medias, he is gonna make the physical manifestation of every toxic, mean comment that has ever been said to one of his burner accounts.
Ooh. Okay.
The gamer one.
I mean, that's like all the legend. Like that's like all the power. Okay, we're gonna say that's straight up 4 legend imbued, 3 spent
That's
to like
fine.
manifest all of and so you watch as fake Freya is like, jumping back and forth, like getting ready to punch. And then behind her is this shadow that keeps rising as she looks back, and it amounts to like Godzilla, this large, monstrous creature. But instead of having like skin, there are just like words and phrases and taunts and bullshit just like wrapping around. And she's like, ah,
What's wrong? Are you afraid?
I,
Oh,
I can't unleash all my power here.
oh, you can't.
Is the problem. You know what? I'll see you later.
You're not going anywhere.
Oh yeah, you're not going anywhere. And Ada is definitely while recording is going to try to rush forward and pretty much just try to grab her ankle and like slam her back and forth like Hulk does Loki. In my
What we're
head.
gonna do, because given the amount of legend imbued and both of you together, and the fact that she's not actually a god, nor is she a demigod, she's like something else, you could kill her. So it's gonna be an initiative off.
Oh, okay.
Because she is going to try. She is running.
So what do you roll for initiative?
So initiative, you roll your best. Essentially, you roll 10. Your highest combat skill, whatever you use combat, plus might or dex. Assuming dex or might is 10. It might not be. Or 5, but it might not be. And what is your initiative, fake Freya?
Question.
I don't.
I also roll?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because if any of you beat her, like she can escape. But that is not a high initiative. This is not good. Okay.
And you said difficulty is 6, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
Uh. Okay.
That's 6.
Oh.
Barely.
6.
Mm-hmm.
6, 7, 8. 9 successes.
Miles, because you're spending so much energy, creating and maintaining this thing. You are like one step slow, and you see her like jump back and start to create this portal. Aiden, you run up and grab her, preventing her from escaping.
Oh no! You can't do a cheap shot like that and expect to go somewhere. Oh, Athena would be ashamed of me if I was going to let you go like that. You about to feel this. It's
Doesn't
going to
matter
hurt.
though. As long as I exist online, I'll keep coming back.
You think you're gonna exist online? That's funny.
Right? Aiden just looks towards Miles and just like, really?
Why is it funny?
Oh, you don't know. I am the god of technology and the internet. You work for me. I don't work for you. And also, you're so cute and adorable. You don't know I've destroyed presidents, kings, queens. Your favorite pop star. They work for me, and you thought you were going to be a goddess on the internet using my internet.
I was told I would be a goddess. Ares told me I would be a
I'm
goddess.
sorry. That's hilarious. Okay. Well, I'm going to show him a little message as I'm done with you. You're going to send a message for me. Thanks for
At this
recording.
point, there is nothing she can do. She has essentially given up.
He unleashes every single one of those horrific claw-like comments and rips into her with it.
And you just watch as she is essentially bifurcated, ripped in half by the horrificness that is Reddit.
That's 4chan. I got a little upset.
The horrificness that is a specific 4chan account. Doesn't take long for her to stop moving. Doesn't take long for her to stop existing. As had she not been canceled, she would have been reborn, as people would have still been following her. But as she has been canceled, there is no one to worship her. Johnny, Jacob.
Yeah.
It takes a while for Hell to calm down, and she doesn't turn around until she does. And then after about half an hour, she stands up and says, okay, everyone, follow me. And they are afraid, but because of your jam session, they are courageous enough to continue on. Yeah, Jacob?
Has Miles' father seen the video?
He would have seen the video after everyone left.
Okay.
And when he did, you see this, something you weren't expecting. Ogun is very much like Hell. People are terrified of him. People in his own pantheon are like, we talk to Ogun if we have to talk to Ogun. Like, that is not a thing we actively choose to do.
Mm-hmm.
But you see this just like pure joy emanating from this man. It's like, oh, that's just pure happiness. And then he sees you all, and his instinct like kicks in, and he's like, but then he like realized what he's been thinking about. But he's like, y'all want to see this shit? Look at it. Look at this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jacob's just gonna watch, be like, see, I told that boy he should go after Ares. Yeah.
Where's our next movements?
Oh, this is for Joshua and Johnny and Jacob, right?
Yeah, because they can leave there whenever they want. They don't have to stay there. The souls have been given to Hell.
Yeah, that's been sorted. So I guess regroup with the group.
So you're going to Atusa?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Unless we got
let's go back to your place, Johnny, and let's regroup there.
Okay.
Text Miles and Aiden, be like, hey, let's meet up here, where Ares is less likely to try to show his pop up. Well, you will not say Ares, you will say our friend of war and chaos.
Mm-hmm. All right. Miles, you get that text. Aiden, you have a very confused Rain on your hands.
Mm-hmm. Aiden looks towards Rain and says, there's a lot to explain.
Yeah, you just went through a goddamn building. What? There was a monster made out of words. What?
Yeah.
Are you one of them Scion people?
Can I plead the fifth?
I mean, you're going to anyway, so I guess that explains why you keep disappearing.
Yeah. I really wish I could be around a lot more, but sadly, some things has changed, and but I miss you, and when I can, I'll try to come back and visit you, make sure you're okay. I'm glad you survived this, because I didn't know you were okay.
I wasn't. It's so weird. Some like redheaded woman came up and like pulled me out of a building.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know how she did it, but
Is she still around?
I don't know. I went looking for her. That's why I came down here. I was like, maybe she's here. And actually, that one looked like her, but like there was a few things off. Like her hair wasn't as lustrous. Yeah.
Oh no. This is a wannabe. This is a fake.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that she looked out for you.
Wait, do you know who she is?
I have to get going. I will talk to you later.
Tell me who she is.
Bye.
Miles just leaves like a business card. I will pay you $10,000 not to speak about what you just heard, and another 100,000 to go and tell everyone that like this was a psyop.
You had me at 10, but I'll take the 110. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. He just skips off.
Yeah. You get the text. Return to Johnny Thonic's very comfy realm of the dead.
Yeah, it's a cozy place. There's there's a stage. There's a little area to party in the back. There's a roaring fire at all times outside.
And Ben, who like really likes it there.
Yeah.
Welcome. How did things go for you?
Well, we got the souls and we returned them to Mom.
Okay.
Don was not Don. He was something else pretending. He was not as powerful as he thought he was.
Another fake?
Yeah, and he was with I'm forgetting the name of it.
Tsukuyomi.
Yes.
So a fake but was with a real guy? Why would a real guy decide to join up with a fake guy?
Miles, you know that Freya, Tsukuyomi, and Don do not have a social media presence.
We're dealing with 3 fakes. None of them actually have presence online. And in fact, I think I accidentally might have put the fear of me in one of them.
Okay. So we're dealing with 3 phonies and Aries.
Well,
Is Aries?
We saw that the video of what y'all did.
Oh,
So-
right. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Your dad seemed ecstatic.
He's fine. He loves violence.
Yeah, he clearly does.
Go. Okay, yeah, that was not Freyr, but Freyr was there. She actually helped out a friend of mine, help escape her from a building. So
Wait, helped.
yeah,
Your
she
friend?
freed her.
Your friend was there?
Yes.
And Aries, wait. So Aries, as part of your original bet, knew about this friend of yours.
Yes.
Yeah. Aries was in connection with these 3.
Mhm.
They started all this shit off and had power, and then lost power because Miles canceled him. So you really think it was the actual Freya that pulled her out? Or that she pulled your friend out to mess with you because Ares knew about her? And the reason that your friend said the difference was because she wasn't as powerful when you faced her.
Oh, that's a good point. She said that her hair wasn't as luxurious and as such luscious. But yeah, that could be a good point. It could have been her just being different, I guess. But it's still, Freya is out on vacation. So if she's out on vacation, where could she be? If she's not there.
I'm going to assume a second option on this. If she's on vacation, where would the best place to go for a woman of the underworld?
Hot topic?
Okay, second place a woman of the underworld would go.
I do have a hot topic in this realm.
And it's obviously Disneyland, but
Yeah. Well, and a Spencer's gift.
Somewhere where death would be. Like, there's no way she wouldn't have shown up. Somewhere where a whole bunch of souls would be.
I don't know.
Johnny slowly nods with a cunning of one.
Yeah, Ada has a cunning of 2, so there's not much.
Does Miles still have that connection of fear that happened earlier, or is that gone? Is he still connected?
If you still have it imbued, then yeah.
Yeah. And he's just going to talk out loud. Well, you might as well show yourself because I know you felt my presence. So if you don't, I'll find you. And what I did to the last one will just seem like child's play.
Ronnie, you hear a on your realm.
What in the?
Oh, wait, I don't hear you.
I hear what?
A knock, knock, knock.
Oh, okay.
Knock, knock, knock.
Something's rapping at my door.
He's just going to take
gently rapping at your chamber door.
Yeah, he's just going to take a key out.
Let's go make it so that they rap nevermore.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm writing that down.
Which door do you want me to use?
That one.
Okay. Unlocks it, walks into his office. Johnny's song is playing in the background. It's loud. He's walking past some of the employees. I got it. Don't worry. Janet, can you get everyone some drinks?
Yeah, I can do that, sir.
Okay. Tell Eric that he's fired. I heard about the whole hurricane thing being leaked. I know that was him.
Can do. I think he kind of guessed. He's already packing up, so I'll just make it official.
Oh, great. Good. And he's just going to walk into his office.
And someone is right outside your door.
Hi.
Ginger-haired woman. And she sees you, and she's like, "Are you a toucher? Are you a hugger?"
I swear to God, if you ever call me a toucher again.
So you're not a toucher, but you're a hugger? Is that
no?
Yes?
Absolutely
Okay.
not.
Is Janet a hugger? Janet, are you a hugger?
Okay, Janet, you can get one hug. One hug, Janet.
Janet's like, "I am," and this woman just runs up and gives her the biggest bear hug. "Oh my God, Janet, thank you so much for the tea. That was so good." And Janet's like, "Oh wow, yeah, no problem." And Freya's like, "Whew, that was good. Hi, you must be Miles. Johnny has told me so much about you."
That is nice.
How how are you? Okay, let's have a seat. This is your office. You should still have a seat. Oh my God, how are you doing?
You know what? I'll pull you out a seat. And he pulls out a seat.
Mhm. Thank you
Please.
so much. Like, oh, I like this. You could like move around in it.
Spotlight appears on top of her, and it's like an interrogation room.
Oh, it's been a while. All right, grill me.
You know what? I am going to be respectful because you are Johnny's aunt.
Yeah, technically.
Technically, okay, great, cool. Um, you know what? How do I address you? What do I call you?
You Freya is fine.
Freya. Great. Okay, Freya. Um, I am not happy, Freya. I'm not happy, Freya.
You're not? Why are you not?
No, no. See, apparently, someone pretending to be you destroyed a city, and then three of them made themselves gods. And I just wanted to make sure that it was clear you can't do that using my internet.
Was she beautiful?
She was lovely.
Was she strong?
Yes.
Was she boring?
No. Apparently.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know much about that, but if you need some help, I can like help you take them out.
No, don't worry. I've dealt with one of them. I've dealt with fake Freya for you. I didn't want her
And you see
causing
her like get up
confusion.
and like almost hug you, like, but nope, not a hugger. I'm so sorry, just the instinct.
Such a great instinct.
Then I'm confused. Why?
Well, I just wanted to make sure that I'm not confused. You're on vacation?
Oh yeah, I have a great friend that we like go to Mexico and like sip tequila. It's super fun.
Oh, that's wonderful, lovely. A friend of mine said that she saw you and you helped her out of some rubble.
Where was this?
He just shows the location on his phone.
Oh yeah, Rain. That's my daughter. Well, one of my daughters. Got to make sure they don't like kick it too early.
One of your daughters.
I've been alive.
No,
Wow.
that does make sense. Okay. You know, all right. So I'm gonna give you a pamphlet. I'm gonna give you a pamphlet on internet safety and deities.
Uh, can I get Johnny to read this for me?
Absolutely the fuck not.
It's so much work.
Or
Wait,
I could hand it to you to your mind personally.
to my mind, so I don't have to like do the work and I can do like other fun shit.
Have you ever had your brain massaged by 1,000 crows?
That sounds fun as hell. All right, do it. And she's like gets on like in massage position on the floor. Like, okay, crow away.
He just drops like a whole 5-ton folder full of like safety rolls on top of her and just
Mhm.
goes, "Yeah, you got this. I believe in you."
Why isn't all learning like this? We're gonna chat because like this was great. This whole like reading and figuring things out. No, I'm not doing that. Do you know how many like mountains there are to visit, places to see? Have you seen Atlantis? It's a beautiful place, but you don't have time to go see Atlantis if you out there reading and doing nonsense and shit. By the way, have you met my cat?
No, I have not met your cat.
Would you like to meet my cat?
No, I'm
Are you
allergic to
sure?
cats.
Oh, good thing I didn't bring her in here. That would have been a problem.
Janet, if you could escort Miss Freya out with a goodie bag and a few pamphlets, that would be great. It
And a
was
little bit
nice
of that
meeting
tea,
you.
Janet. That tea was exquisite.
And tea to go.
And as she leaves, she's like, "Oh, by the way, when you talk to Ares, he set up a trap for you, so be careful."
Great to know. Slams a few doors, is storming out. Just nothing but eldritch horror and just on his facial expression. Janet, I'm going to be out for a few hours. You know what? What was his name? Kevin Kin? No, Eric. Tell him he's hired back on the basis that if he fucks up again, I am sending him to wherever Johnny's mother runs.
Sending him to hell. Got it.
He slams the door back into Johnny's place. Okay, so a few problems.
Okay. What's up?
Johnny, your aunt is lovely, and she did go and save your friend Aiden.
Oh, Rain. Sorry, Rain.
Yeah, she's Brain.
Mhm.
Apparently, that's one of her daughters.
Oh.
I can see the resemblance.
Yeah, it makes sense now. Oh, and this is the funny part. You want to know the kicker?
What's that?
Apparently, everyone knows that Ares has set a trap for us.
Oh my god. Well,
I would say when she left, you got the impression that that's not a everyone knows type thing. That's a she is just in the know type thing.
At this point, it might as well be everyone.
well. So, I mean, now that we took care of, I guess, the henchman, we can deal with Ares. So Jacob, you recommended we just knock him down a peg, right? Go after one of his smaller.
I mean, he's got a couple manals. He doesn't need them all, apparently. But if he's just, this is all just him messing with you.
There's a time to be kind and a time to be brutal.
I don't like the way you said that second statement. Okay. Well, I am perfectly fine with wanting to take away one of his mantles. I'm just afraid if we start this process, who knows when it will end.
Aiden.
If we don't start this process, when is him messing with you going to end?
That's true.
Also, Aiden, just one small thing. Thing. Your family issues are starting to affect all of our other issues. Yeah!
That's a problem.
That is a problem.
So that's why I would like to try to smooth things over.
Oh, no. I'm going to help you take
Johnny.
that war one.
Are you sitting on your couch right now, Johnny?
Yeah.
You haven't noticed because you were like engrossed, but like your aunt's like right next to you.
Oh. Hi, Auntie.
Johnny, how are you doing? Big hugs.
We're huggers.
Aiden, sweetie, you're not my nephew, but can I treat you like my nephew for a little bit?
Sure.
Allow me to offer you some advice as someone who also enjoys a good war.
Is it my specialty?
It is if you are combating generations of family trauma issues bonding. It may not be violence, but you are going to war. You are going to need tactics. Ares has right now altered his entire realm with the fake Tsukuyomi and the fake Don. Ares killed 2.5 million people. See, no one else can stop him. Seems like it's up to you. I could, but Pantheon on Pantheon violence tends to be frowned upon. Plus, I'm in my vacation. I'm already missing out on tequila shots with my friend, so I kind of can't stay here very long. But remember, being a divine is not just about having your family. The world is your family.
That's a good point.
Well, I have to go. I won't stay very long, but I wanted to share this amazing tea that I got from Janet. Here's a cup for you. It's a cup for you. Miles, would you like some? I know it's your tea, but just in case you want it, here you go.
Oh, it's good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, ta-ta for now. Do you all want some? I'm gonna bring some tequila. I'm gonna bring some tequila back. It's fine.
I have a guy. I'm good, but thank you
And
for the
actually,
offer.
the person who you spoke to is her drinking buddy. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna let her know that we had a chance to chat. It's so nice meeting you all. Ta-ta.
Bye.
Bye.
Enjoy the
Bye.
Give
vacation.
Mitchie.
Give Mitchie my best.
Will do.
Give your cats a scritch for me.
Oh, you know I will. They love it.
All right. Well, which way y'all want to do? The big mantle or the smaller one?
All right. Well, I already set the foundation for you to take the big mantle.
Well, I guess he has to learn. Is everyone okay with this?
Yeah, no, let's bust that ass. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. You see, like there's definitely some internal strife.
Of course there is.
He's the bringer of strife, so of course it kind of makes sense that this would cause some issues, even within himself. But hey, Harry's gonna have to learn today. So yeah, so I guess we initiate the steps. How would we move forward with removing that mantle?
So there are a few ways. Essentially, in order to remove the mantle, you would need to cause a sufficient number of divine wounds. Considering the time we have left, what we're going to do is go after the simplest and biggest wound you can get. If you beat him in a war, clearly he is no longer a god of war, is he?
That's true.
However, as Freya has said, he has prepared for this inevitability, essentially gaining access to weaker versions of Tsukuyomi's purviews as well as Dawn purviews as well. He has used this to alter the field in which he exists, using the moon purview to make the field dark and having these undead soldiers throughout his entire realm. If you are to take the war to him, you will need to use your own purviews in order to circumvent or overpower his purviews in order to even find him, much less take him down in a brawl.
All right. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna tap into purview of fire.
Mm-hmm.
So that the darkness is cleared wherever we go.
How many they imbued 3 legend into, or I guess spent 3 legend because they're not actual gods. Spent 3 legend on darkness. And so if you want to do a clash, it's like divine clash, you would need to match or beat.
All right. Well, I'll do 3 and then we'll
Okay.
Roll bones if we have to clash.
Nice. With the imbuing legends, you don't have to. If you imbue the 3, that's it. The darkness is canceled out. There are still the matter of the multiple undead that the fake Dawn has. They are not actual spirits. They are simulacra of spirits.
Can I call upon my animal? Is it Lycon?
Yes. You're
Yes.
like 10-foot tall wolf.
Yes. To essentially bring upon the largest wolf pack the world has ever seen to attempt to combat these spirits.
Yeah. They would not be able to outright defeat them, but they can cause enough distraction that you all could walk through without difficulty, as long as you imbue the 2 legend to do so.
Yes. I imbue 2 legends? Okay.
So you have canceled out what the fake deities have done, but you have not given yourself an advantage. And while it's still 4 of you, this is a very ancient god of war. Is there anything you want to do to give yourselves advantage in this battle?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my base, stab it into the ground.
Ooh,
And where before, everyone was feeling that mortality from a benign use of it, I want to make a weaponized use of it, as I also summon the severed heads of my birthright skalds to sing backup. And Johnny says, I'm gonna play you a special song right now, even though it's not meant to be made for another trillion years. I call this the heat death of the universe. And he's gonna start pulling his bow over the strings, and it's a terrible, awful sound. It's the sound of like undead whales moaning. It's black holes eating each other. It's nasty, and it's directed to the enemy.
You all know that if this was directed at you, you not only would understand death, you may actually become closer to dying. How many legend do you imbue in this?
How much can I imbue at once?
As much as you want, honestly.
All right, I'm all in.
Dang. Ooh. So you all are aware that, he was standing atop his temple, proud, spear in hand, shield in the other. That is gone. He is hiding in his realm. Miles.
Oh, he's hiding?
He's actively hiding.
Powers from the metal.
That trickster calling is calling to me now.
Ooh.
Gonna invoke that fear again.
Mm-hmm.
But also leave a message. Hey there, Sugarfoot. I see you hiding over there. That's adorable. Here's the thing. I'm going to let you live. But you're going to go and give up your war title over there to Aiden, and you're going to pretend to take a deep dive, and you're never going to do anything again. You're going to pretend to be a good uncle.
How many legend are you willing to imbue for this one?
All of it. The last of it.
We're going all in.
All in.
Aiden. Apparently, in this realm, there is a god of war that is cowering, hiding. All his legend spent adjusting his realm to defeat you. What will you do?
So if he's cowering, Ada is going to give him a proper burial for him to realize his error of his ways by using his innate purview, his epic strength. And I'm assuming he may attempt to pick up a mountain and just toss it on top of him. So therefore he can have a nice amount of time to think about what he's done. So, and perhaps in the future he can come to the family gathering with some more humility in place.
So with all this in place, Aiden goes into this realm, finds the closest mountain, which is like a good 10 miles away, tosses it, and has it land somewhere on top of Ares, because it's a mountain. You don't really need accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
What was meant to be a war was over just like that. And who was once a god of war is still a god of many things. He's still a god of chaos. But his god of war has been handed. His god of war title has been handed to he who causes and gets rid of strife, he who brings the family together. Aiden, the Greek god of war.
Who's that?
I don't ever plan what's going to happen in these things because holy crap, I had no clue that's how it was going to end. Yeah, I think that is a great place to end it. What's going to happen to Ares? How are they going to bond? Are Ogun and Hel going to actually become calmer, or are they going to go? Is Rain going to become a new Scion? Where is Freya now? What is actually going to happen with Dustin with his divine tattoos? What about Johnny's band that is just walking across playing the good word? All these things and more can happen. Not now because we are out of time. So for our last time, let's just go back around, introduce ourselves, and what our divine selves, where our divine selves are now after this revelation. And I think we should start with the new Greek god of war, Aiden.
So Aiden, after this has been completed, first of all, is very thankful to his band, his friends, because he didn't really realize that even after reaching the Greek pantheon, becoming a god, that his friends from the band would be the ones that would be around him the most and help him along the way the most. So it kind of adjusted his mindset of what family fully is when he realized those that were closest to him wasn't really his blood related ties, but the band that helped him along the way. So he's taking that to account as he's going to be issuing for his new decrees of what I guess the god of family dynamics. And I also think he's there's some great conversations with Athena, because Athena hated Ares with a passion. And so now that there's a new god of war, Athena's just like, okay, we're going to make sure you don't go down the same path he did, because he's a lost cause. we got you covered. And so I feel like that's kind of how they start to become really close as well. And so yeah,
beautiful. Jacob, god of tattooing.
All right. So yeah, probably not the best idea to ghost the queen of the underworld in your pantheon. We'll need to handle that shortly.
Yeah. And Freya is going to be like, oh my god, I just met Jacob, he's the best. And
yeah,
he's gonna be like, oh, so you can meet him, but I can't. Yeah, like that's gonna be a thing that you'll have to deal with at some point. It will be all good natured, but with some incredibly powerful like women. It's fine. Johnny.
Well, Johnny finds another bonding point with his mother. He plays the song he played for Ares, and she's like, that is like,
yeah,
they connect on that.
Like
and
that.
But Johnny too is also, now that they've, the band got back together, he wants to keep those connections tight. So to bolster his friend, the new god of war, he's working that stuff into the next album, and he's working more closely with the band in general. Be like, what do we want to put out there, and what kind of messages do we want, fan to fan.
Beautiful. And the god of technology, Miles.
It looks like he's doing a few paperwork just in the office.
Pushing out people, yeah.
On a presentation board, there's a few gods and their pictures and their names and stuff, and they've been marked off with a red X. And he's just typing on his phone. I need to get them all back in line. One down, 5 more to go. And he just looks at the text from his father. And I gotta teach that man how to text.
The effort is there. No, actually, no. The effort's not there.
No, it's not.
2 seconds, and then it's like, I'm done. Oh gosh. Well, thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching. I think this is where we're gonna wrap up Scion God. I just gotta say thanks enough. Like, this was just so fun. But yeah, we will chat with you all soon. I know we have one more day, one more Scion game tomorrow. So if you can't get a Scion, tune in tomorrow for Scion Ultra, where we're going back to Origin, but with a new system and a new story. Thanks again. Bye.